All right, I don't know how many numbers. Oh my god, that's too many. All right, so 2-point perspective. Here we go. In this video, I'm going to talk about creating a bit of a house with a door, a window, a roof, either some siding or bricks, and we're going to add a chimney. So in the next one, I'll talk about rounding things like cylinders and archways, and after that, the pier or the steps. So here we go. This is fun. All right, so working on a house. First thing I do in 2-point perspective is I draw my horizon line and I put my vanishing points on the ends of the horizon line. Remember, the horizon line is equal to where the sky meets the land, and it indicates my eye level. So first thing I do in 2-point perspective, I always start with a corner, a vertical corner. I'm going to connect that corner to my vanishing points, because in 2-point perspective, anything that would normally be horizontal goes to a vanishing point. It goes off in the distance to that point where it would vanish and go poof. So, draw my vanishing points. Here's my corner, here's my vanishing points. Now, to get the sides of what will soon be my building or my house, I basically am drawing a block. And to get things, know that they're vertical, I line up my ruler with the edge of my paper so that it's flush with that edge, and I know it's the edge of my house. Now you can see I have the two sides of the house that I can see them. I can erase these vanishing lines, worry about more later. Now I want to get that pitched roof. I want it to be angled. So to do that, I'm going to find the center. This is just a little more than 1 inch, so I put a little dot where it's the halfway point of that wall, and I'm going to make a nice straight line up. I'm going to get rid of that later so it's nice and light, and I'm going to say I would like my roof to be about that tall. There we go, perfect. Diagonals you kind of just make up. This is diagonal, there you go, because they vary. So now I also made my roof, let's go a little further down here, to be slightly angled, but I just made up those angles, and I made it go off the edge of this top one. Now the top of the roof would be horizontal in life, right? So that has to go to the vanishing point, and then the back of the roof should be parallel to the front of the roof, because everything in the back is parallel to the front. So I draw that line in, like so. The bottom of the roof has to go to the vanishing point because that's horizontal in life. There we go. It's a little bit too short. And then over here, the bottom of this side would also go to that vanishing point. So now, add a little bit of shading for you. You can see I have the roof as it goes like so. My shading is not good because I'm not really concerned about shade. I don't know why I need to shade that. Good enough. All right, so next thing, a window. A window I'm going to start with just one straight line because I always start with a corner, but it's a flat thing, and it goes on this side of the corner, so it has to go to that vanishing point. And the top and bottom are horizontal. They go to the vanishing point. I need a vertical because verticals stay verticals for the other side. There we go. Take off a little extra. Now, it's a lovely blank window, which sure, if that's what you want. If you want to add the crossbars, I thought they were called mullions. Somebody told me that was wrong. I don't know. Something like that. So there we go. I'm going to find the center, just like I found the center of that one, and that'll help me see where to put the little crossbar guys. So those go there and there. I don't need these anymore unless I want them to be part of my window design. Now here it's pretty small. I can just thicken these a little bit just to kind of give you an idea so you can see what I'm doing here. See which pieces I'm intending to keep as part of my design. Again, my shading is poor. I'm sure yours will be much more lovely on your drawings. So there we go. Wow, it's not even centered. That's not my best window. But hey, it's a window. There we go. Now my door is going to be over here. I'm going to start here. The sides of the door are vertical, so they stay vertical, and they're going to be about here. Now the top is horizontal in life, right? So that has to go to the vanishing point. There we go. Here's my doorknob, like so, nice. Now I don't need this anymore because that's technically behind my house, so I can get rid of those things there. I can get rid of the whole horizon line if I wanted to where I don't see it. So voila, there's the sides and the door. Now siding. I want to make the siding look uniform, right? So I'm going to make a little tick mark every 1/4 inch down the side of the house so that it's all evenly divided there. And my vanishing point is going to act like a pivot. It's going to stay there and I'm going to draw the siding lines, making sure that my ruler stays on the vanishing point every time. Otherwise, it will not look like it's in believable perspective. So these lines go to the vanishing point. They start at my little tick marks. Should have left the horizon line in right there, huh? Oh well. There we go, like so. You can start to see now that I'm under the horizon line or under my eye line, things shift and tilt the other way. That's why I always check to make sure I'm using the vanishing point. One of the biggest mistakes is students just angle all the way down, but it doesn't make sense because that angle changes as it goes back in space. So now I have siding on the side of my house. Oh, look at that. I have door, siding, roof, chimney. We need chimney. So a chimney is essentially a stacked box on top of the roof. So I start with my side. Always start with a corner when you're drawing in 2-point perspective. That's my corner, my chimney. Now this I know goes to the vanishing point, but I'm only drawing a little bit because my chimney is not that wide. So I just need a little line that I know would go to the vanishing point if it continues. Then the backs of my line, make it measure it with that, are vertical. So I make it the vertical. This is vertical, and it's going to go a little over because, you know, it hangs over here. There we go. It would connect there. That's a little extra. That's a little extra. Here we go. Here's the sides of my chimney, like so. Now, let's say, is that everything? That's everything. All right, next.